over 80 years, a local performance ensemble has captivated audiences through song and dance, and their artistry will be on full display during an upcoming WQED documentary. Joining us now to talk about Tamburitzans Presents Phoenix is producer Frank Caloiero, and current Tamburitzans, we have Sofia and Sam Caloiero. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And Frank, tell us a little bit more about the background with the Tamburitzans for you.
Well, I mean, I was in the group, in the ensemble in the 80s, but the Tamburitzans have been around since 1937. They're not only a long-standing tradition in Pittsburgh, they really have a connection in cities all across the country. In the show, we visit two of them. We go to the Upper Peninsula, we go to Calumet, Michigan, and a woman in the show saw them in high school in 1939.
Wow.
And then they spent 40 years doing their training camp at Lake Nebagaman, Wisconsin, and you'll get to learn a little bit about that in the show as well.
Why was it so important to you to be able to tell this story?
It's a beautiful performance. It's full of energy and enthusiasm and youth and talent. So it's a no-brainer. Just, you know, the connections that WQED makes with the community, the way the performance ensemble connects with the community. I mean, they were on KDKA in the 30s and in the 40s many, many times. So there's a long tradition of partnerships between KDKA, QED, and the Tammies.
And you call them the Tammies?
The Tammies is kind of like their little unofficial nickname,
I love that.
you know what I mean? I'm not sure when it started, but...
And for people who don't know about the rich history behind it,
Sure.
What are the Tamburitzans?
Well, you know, they started off, you know, Lawrence Welk style. It was just an orchestra where it was just 13 or 14 guys, you know, playing along. And then in the 60s and the 70s, it evolved into a stage show. And now it's a full spectacle with video walls and intelligent lighting and hazers. And it's just more of a well-rounded performance experience for the modern market.
And Sofia and Sam, for you two, why was it important to get involved and to learn this?
I think for one, it's a way of celebrating and cherishing our ancestors' sacrifice for coming to America and leaving everything behind that they had back in the old world.
Yeah. And Sofia, I asked you about kind of the heritage and the history behind this, that it started as Eastern European, but it's evolved into so much more too.
Yeah, so in the past couple years, we've really started bridging to newer cultures, and we don't stick to just that Eastern European anymore. We are doing cultures from all around the world, and it's really cool to learn.
So what does this entail? What do some of the performances entail?
So our performance is a 2-hour show of live song, music, and dance, ranging from full cast, dance numbers to music numbers from our talented musicians, all different types of performances. Each year we cover around 10 different cultures.
And we're all full-time college students, which is
amazing. It's a lot to take something like this on.
Yeah.
Frank, you have a very special connection to the Tamburitzans.
I do. I mean, like I said, my wife and I were actually both, you know, in the group together. And
is that how you two met?
And that's how we met, and we were dance partners. And you know, at an early age, we introduced them to like junior Tamburitzans groups, but never really forced them. We just, you know, kind of exposed them to it. So we're just really fortunate that they decided to stick with it and, you know, make lifelong friends and able to travel the country and just do performances.
And you two are twins, and you decided to do this together. Was there ever a question about it, or?
Yeah.
From him, yeah. I kind of had to drag him along. I knew that he would love it, and it took a little bit, but I'm glad that we're in it together, because it wouldn't be nearly as fun if we were doing it together.
Was it something, have you grown passionate about it though?
Yeah, totally. I mean, like in high school, we were in a junior group that Sofia originally joined, and I was like, I'm not doing this like folk stuff. I'm gonna look like a loser. And then I joined it, and I made some of my best friends ever. And then when Sofia auditioned for the Tamburitzans, once again, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. This is lame.
And then you did it.
Yeah.
Well, what do you hope that people take out of your 2-hour shows that you do, as well as the documentary?
This is a lot of fun and an amazing experience to be a part of as a performer. And I think from an audience member's perspective, that fun and excitement and enthusiasm really, really shows on the stage.
And it's really great to celebrate not just your own culture, but learn about and preserve everybody's.
Yeah, it's really special and wonderful and very cool that you decided to highlight this.
Thank
And so neat that your kids are following in your footsteps too.
Well, they're way more talented than I am.
Oh, I don't know. That's so great though. And we're going to find out though after the
Okay.
break, right? Because stick around after the break, we will have a special performance from Sofia and Sam, so stay with us.